I don't normally do these kind of videos. In fact, I think this is sort of my first one of this kind. This is the future of Whisper the Wolf. What's going to happen to her in issue 4? What is he going to do after that? And all that sort of stuff is what I'm going to be talking about here. I would wait until after part 4, but I got the motivation for this now, and I don't know if I will after part 4 comes out. I mean, like, anything could change, so I'm just gonna do it now. And yeah, starting with part 4, I'm curious about whether or not Whisper is gonna kill Mimic. I think that she won't. She probably wants to, but I don't think Tangle would let her kill Mimic. Tangle is not really a murderer. In fact, I don't think a lot of the characters are. Knuckles, maybe Shadow, yeah, definitely. That one's a proven fact that he has killed people before. But I don't see Tangle and Whisper being murderers. And I think if Whisper did sort of cross that line and killed Mimic, I think she would turn into a villain herself. But then again, Shadow's also killed people, and he's still as heroic as ever. So it's hard to say really, but that's just really my thoughts on it. I'm hoping that she's going to try to kill him, but Tangle will intervene and make sure she doesn't kill him. Because even though he deserves to be killed, I don't think this is the right way to go about it. At least, like, in story. Like, if he's gonna die, I'm not really sure how they would kill him, actually. Maybe have Eggman do it, or maybe have Eggman just turn him into a Zombot if he, like, escapes. Or, maybe he'll just escape and come back in a later issue or something. It's hard to tell what's going to happen, which I think is a good thing. It's open for some discussion. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, assuming anyone's watching this. The next thing I want to talk about is the diamond cutters and how I think they really could have been, and possibly still could be, a lot better. Now, I think the best way to have gone about this was to have their own miniseries about the rise and the eventual fall of the Diamond Cutters. Because in issue 3 of Tango and Whisper, we don't get to see their personality. We see them go on 2 missions, and on the second one, they die. And I think if we really got a mini-series all about them, we could really flesh out their characters, and we probably also wouldn't have to have that, like, limitation of it all being, like, through the masks, which I think was a hindrance in Tangle and Whisper number 3. But you can check out my review for more on that. I don't think a miniseries would sell, though. I don't think these are, like, gonna be super popular characters that you can just, like, really just throw into a miniseries. I don't think it would sell. Then again, I also didn't think a Tangle and Whisper comic would sell when they announced that, and I haven't seen, like, the numbers for these issues, so I don't know how well they're selling, but I am assuming that they probably are selling well, because I know a lot of people do actually like Tangle and Whisper, and I've seen quite a few people talk about it over on Twitter. So maybe if they really pushed Whisper on it, that might give it the traction it would need. But I think it would be a risk that IDW should probably not take, all things considered. The last thing I want to talk about is the future. Well, I mean, like the actual future of Whisper now after this four-parter. What is she gonna do? Well, I certainly have my own fan fiction-y idea of what could happen, so I'm going to tell you that. I think one route they could go is to have her and Shadow team up to destroy these Shadow androids. And so far, we don't know what happened to the Shadow androids. We know that they killed the Diamond Cutters, and that's it. We don't know if they just opened the door and walked out. We don't know if they just. I'm assuming they didn't just go back into their pods. We don't know if Eggman did anything with them afterward. Maybe we'll find out in issue 4. Maybe we won't. And if that does end up being the case in issue 4, and we find out that they all are destroyed, then well, feel free to correct me down in the comments, even though I'm gonna read the issue anyway. But assuming that we don't get that answer in issue 4, I think a Shadow and Whisper comic would be a neat idea. Because A, it's already kind of awkward for Whisper to be around Shadow. So there's definitely potential for that. And it would just be nice to see Shadow get to really do something in these comics. He would probably want the Shadow androids destroyed just as much as Whisper. So I think if Whisper did come to him to, help her destroy the Shadow androids, I think that would be pretty good. And yeah, I'm trying to think of other things that they really could do. I guess you could kind of do the whole Blaze thing again, where she opens up more after this experience with Mimic, and she becomes a little bit more friendly. But that kind of is treading old ground. And it's not really much in terms of development either. I don't know. What do you guys think if you're still watching this? What would you want to see Whisper do after this comic? Would you care about her even after this? You don't like the character at all? And if you don't, why are you even watching this video? Because I know I'm not that entertaining. I know I'm not that entertaining. Well, I'm going to leave it here. Let me know down. Blah. Wow, I really just cannot talk now all of a sudden. Let me know what you think in the comments. I do appreciate the comments.